You know how many times I hear, I've tried everything, or I'm still looking to fix my back pain, I'm still looking to fix my neck pain, I'm actually trying Pilates this week, I am going to my 5th physio and maybe I'm gonna get a deep tissue massage. Or I did a scan and it shows that I have hip impingement or shoulder impingement or whatever it is. I hear it 100% of the time, okay? Whenever I start working with someone or I'm just having that initial conversation, it's about what we have tried already and what we are going to try next, right? And what I really wanted to talk about in this video is this is exactly what's stopping you from fixing your issue. And I sound like I'm repeating myself and again, because I am, if I'm being pretty honest with you. The thing is, I've worked with so many people, entrepreneurs, business leaders, very ambitious people, very purpose and goal-driven people. And I am like that myself, right? And why I'm even talking about this, because I wish I had seen a video like this 10 years ago when I was dealing with my hip impingement, when I was dealing with my lower back pain, so I couldn't deadlift, I would wake up in the morning and be like, okay, am I gonna be able to do that meeting today, or is it a rest day for me, right? Being constantly fixated over that pain point of mine, right? And I now work with people like this, and what I'm going to talk about in this video is exactly how I fix them, right? Even though I hate that word, but I've helped dozens of people get out of that chronic pain, get out of that loop of like rehab, pain, you know, that vicious cycle. Anyway, to the point. Every single one of them, every single client of mine comes to me with the same issue. I've tried everything, pretty much everything, just like myself as well. Physios, chiropractors, rehabilitation, prehabilitation, mobility drills, strength training, and everything, right? I want you to realize one thing. No one is coming to save you. You are the person with all the answers. You have the solution yourself. But you are also the reason that you are stuck and you can't uncover layer by layer that solution that is hidden deep inside you. And I know I might be sounding like this, you know, woohoo kind of person, like sit down, manifest, and it's all gonna come to you and you're gonna be pain free. Not exactly that, maybe slightly, I would say it's like 50-50, you know, but I want you to sit down, write everything that you've tried in your life to fix that back pain, to fix that neck pain, to fix that hip pain, whatever that is, right? Write everything down. You realize that you've tried so many things. And let me tell you, it's not that you haven't tried enough things. Your perception of fixing and solving your problem is just wrong, because you are outsourcing your problem. And what do I mean by saying you are outsourcing your problem? And let me maybe give you my own example, because that's going to be the easiest. Back in the day when I was struggling with severe chronic back and hip pain, like literally I couldn't squat, I couldn't pistol squat. And you know me, I'm very, or maybe you don't, but I'm very flexible, I'm pretty strong, and I can go into very deep ranges. I've been doing sports my whole life, right? So I was looking for one person to tell me exactly what I need to do and like hand me that fix. Meaning, I want to feel nothing. I want to be pain-free and that's it, right? And I've gone to so many different people, specialists and everything. And it's not that they were in the wrong. Maybe some of them actually treated me, well, let's call it not in the right way, right? Because I was left on red, or they told me to stop exercising, or I don't know, just to change my training program completely. And that's what I hear from my clients as well, right? And I was like, okay, I am still stuck. I'm going from one person to another. I'm doing all the right things. So what is wrong? And you know who was wrong or what was wrong? Me. Because I didn't want to take responsibility for my own problems and for my own actions. I wanted to just sit, or maybe do like a few exercises here and there, but then I was waiting, like, is that it? But I'm not feeling my 100%, right? It is your fault. Give me something else, give me something new. I think you are maybe not qualified enough to help me, right? And then it got to the point when I was like, what am I doing? This is not someone else's problem. This is my own problem that I have to fix myself. And unfortunately, I didn't have anyone to help me with that, you know? And this is exactly why I'm even probably recording this video and why I have become a clinical movement coach and why I help people get out of that stuck loop, you know? Because I didn't have anyone, and it was really difficult because I was going from one person to another. But it sounds really harsh and maybe you're not gonna like it, but maybe you are the problem. And I know what you're thinking, me? I'm the problem? No. It's everything around me and stuff. And I do get that because I still believe that this industry is kind of broken, right? Because we just handling exercises and we handling fixes. Back pain, do you strengthen your QL or maybe stretch it, or maybe strengthen your glute max and mid and min. No, you know? No, it didn't work for me. And it didn't work for any of my clients because, like I said earlier, everyone, literally 100% of the people that I work with, everyone has tried everything in the past, okay? Multiple times, not just once. Oh, I did glute strengthening exercise and it didn't work, you know? Maybe your issue is actually sometimes consistency and you don't stick to that program and you expect results in a week. But if you've been trying something for years, first of all, you are not broken, and this is not how it's going to be like for the rest of your life unless you change nothing, okay? Because you know how it goes. If nothing changes, right? So I literally promise you that if you are willing to make that change, it is possible. And you can even reach out to me if you want to work with me. Go to the link below. You know, I linked my my website when you can just book a call with me and we can have a little chat. But if you're not willing to accept that maybe it's time to take a different route and realize that you are responsible for your own success, I can't help you. And unfortunately, no one will help you, you know? Because it isn't like, I always compare it to maths. I'm not sure if that's the best analogy. Like, it's not 2 + 2 = 4, okay? It's not that simple because, you know, we have so much information out there. If information was your issue, you would have solved anything that you're dealing with right now, okay? But you are still here and you're watching this video of me explaining to you what might be actually wrong, right? So trust me, your issue is not lack of information. You just don't really know what to do with that information because there's so much of it, okay? But one thing that I want you to get out of this, like take away from this video, is it's time to take responsibility for your own success. And I'm reading this book, such a good one, and Essentialism, you know, I do recommend. But I'm gonna just read something to you, okay? Which really stuck to me, and I'm even sharing this, you know, and we're discussing this with my clients. So yeah, it says, don't rob people of their problems. Once we take their problem for them, all we're doing is taking away their ability to solve it. Okay? You can rewatch it. But I just want you to sit down and realize that no one is here to help you in terms of like give you the fix on a silver platter. Okay, this is not how it works. Yes, there are people to guide you, help you, maybe suggest something different based on their experience so you can achieve that certain goal quicker, right? For example, with me, I help people achieve what I achieve in 11 something years in 6 to 12 months, right? But this is not me giving you, okay, the fix, here you go. This is what you have to do. You do it and then you achieve X, Y, and Z. No, it's your hard work. And when you realize it's your responsibility to break that chronic pain pattern loop, or anything else that you're struggling with in life, then you realize you really become so peaceful inside, because you realize, okay, if it's my responsibility, then I have the control to change it, no one else. So it sounds harsh and like really difficult in the beginning. We're like, oh my gosh, like if it's my responsibility and no one else's, then I'm gonna be stuck in this forever. But trust me, after some time, when you actually internalize it and understand what that means, you realize that now you can do whatever you want and you can actually achieve your goal with the right guidance, with the right education, and with the right, person to hold your hand in the beginning. Because I'm not saying this is easy, right? It takes time. It takes, I would say, around a year, to make this switch. Sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. It depends on, it's very individual, right? But it's your responsibility to achieve your goals. And this is the best thing in this world, because you have control over your life. You have control over your body. Maybe not just yet, but when you get there, you'll see how it feels.